One last time this year, it's time to get out there and see what toys we can find. Hello there, welcome back to the channel. I am Grand Moff Tony. Now, we are approaching the end of the year, and it's around this time of year that I retire from toy hunting for the remainder of the year. That means two things. Firstly, it means it's time to update my Christmas list, and secondly, it means it's time to have one last cheeky little run round and see how things look. It's time to head out for the last time this year on the hunt.
I don't have time for games. I'm on the hunt. I'm on the hunt.
Yes, welcome back to another toy hunt. Now, this is going to be a very different hunt because I'm not actually looking to buy anything. I am approaching that time of the year where I need to hold on to my money so I can afford to buy Christmas presents, and that means, unfortunately, no longer buying anything for me for the year. But I had the idea, what a great opportunity to get out there, check my local stores, see what distribution looks like, because there's a bunch of new stuff coming out, and it's time to see if we've got any of it, so I can at least hand things off to my wife and to my mother-in-law and be like, hey, if you're looking to buy this toy for me, you can find it here. And plus, since we're approaching the holiday season anyway, it's good to have a look around and see what distribution looks like. So one day this week, when I had a massive free time because my university classes were cancelled for the afternoon, I hopped in my car and went out on the road. Which means it is once again time to pass you off to my good friend and colleague, Car Tony, who will be taking us out on the hunt. Enjoy. Okay, we are out on the road, Car Tony here, and we are on a bit of an impromptu toy hunt today. I got let out of school early, I got pretty much the whole day to do nothing with, so let's go and have a look and see if we can find some toys. First stop on the day, we're going to swing into Ollie's, because just because there's a bunch of new toys out doesn't mean that you can't find some great deals on some old ones too. So let's pop in there and have a look-see. Not a bad start to the hunt at all. What a great first stop. Some brilliant figures in there. Seriously, if you are still in the early days of collecting this line and you don't have some of these older figures, check out your local Ollies. Do not overlook them because you may be surprised with what you find. There are some great older figures in there. A lot of those Rogue One figures with the photoreal updates, those were great. Loads and loads of archive figures. Tons of Landos and Hans and a couple of Emperor Palpatines here and there. Brilliant figures. Slightly more surprising, I didn't expect to see Bad Batch figures, and then there's the Bad Batch Echo right there on a shelf. Bad Batch Omega, great figures. I couldn't believe I found them. And then the starring piece of the whole show, the carbonized twin pack of the Royal Guard and the Imperial TIE Fighter pilot. Didn't expect to see that at an Ollie's. I mean, it's not for me because I don't collect archive, but if that's the sort of thing you're into, you might want to check your Ollie's because you might get lucky. All right, let's keep this run a lot going. On to the next stop. After considerably longer than usual, due to the fact that traffic is absolutely bloody diabolical today for some unknown reason, we've made it to the second stop of the hunt, which is my local Target. So I'm going to pop in, have a look, see what they've got. So, unfortunately, an increasingly familiar sight in my local Target. Nothing really new besides that new Shin Hati with the robe, which they have on reduced. And as far as I'm aware, Walmart are also doing something similar with their own little character who's described as a mercenary, but is always a mercenary and just comes with a robe that probably should have come with the original release, Balin Skull. So it's kind of nice to see retailers seeming to have some kind of maybe unintentional solidarity with collectors, where it seems like they've gotten these new figures in and gone, well, that seems a bit unfair. Let's cut the price on this one, give people a break. That's nice to see. If they are on reduced, I probably will end up picking up the 2 cloaks, specifically for the cloaks, because I've gone to the effort of reducing the size of my Shin and increasing the size of my Balin, so I would like for them to feel, I guess, kind of definitive. So as long as they're on reduced, yeah, I could see my way to it. They also had the Mandalorian Privateer. Good to see that guy still doing the rounds. I haven't picked mine up yet. Again, I haven't really been buying army builders if they're not reduced. And this one, it was reduced. It was reduced quite recently, but I missed it by a couple of days. So maybe next time on the Mandalorian Privateer. Now, as always, there is an FYE in this building, and I always like to cheer myself up by going and having a look at some of the terrible prices in there. So let's go and take a look-see. I'm kind of surprised. For the first time in a long time, FYE didn't have anything new. It's just the stuff that they've always had. They didn't have that Endor Rebel Trooper anymore either. Someone must have coughed up the $45 they wanted for that. But really, the prices in there are insane. $40 for Ki-Adi-Mundi, $40 for a Phase 1 Clone Trooper, $40 for that A-list Darth Vader. Oh yeah, the idea behind the A-list figures is to make them more available for people who haven't, maybe haven't been collecting for a while. Oh no, let's just slap $40 on that figure. Why not? You could probably get any number of the previous Vaders off of eBay or even Amazon for cheaper than that. You're dreaming, FYE. Alright, there's a Walmart down the end of this road, so let's go and have a look-see. Well, so far this has been an unmitigated failure. I cannot believe it. I mean, I know my Walmart's not great, and I know the Midwest in general kind of gets forgotten about, especially when it comes to places like Walmart. But I kind of held out the slightest bit of hope that maybe they might have the Captain Enoch 2-pack, or maybe they might have the new Balin, just so I could, make note of where it was and stick it on my Christmas list. But I guess not. They did have the new IG-12. That was also there when I was there about 2 weeks ago when I picked him up, so not really any good there. And there's nothing else there, just a bunch of Andor figures, the leftovers from the Acolyte shipper, and that's about it. Alright, we are at the last stop of the day. I have to call it here because it's getting way too hot and way too busy out here. It's all up to you, GameStop. Come on. Restore my faith in Midwest distribution. And just when all hope seemed to be lost, there comes GameStop with a fantastic win to round out the day. The new Cassian Andor, the new K2SO, and the new Darth Maul. What great finds. I'm so pleased. At least we found something. Something besides a reduced Shin Hati with a cloak. I'm going to call it there because it's getting way too hot and way too busy on the roads out here, so I just want to retreat back to my air conditioning and hide. So let me pass things back to office, Tony. Catch you all later. Well, thank God for GameStop coming in and saving the day at the end there. What a diabolical performance from my local area. What is going on out there? Where are my Black Series figures? I feel like my Target has had the same Heras and the same Mandalorian privateers the last 3 or 4 times I've been in there. I will get the Mandalorian privateer one day, just not right now and not at full price. What a great opportunity to get a look at that Maul though. It looks fantastic. I've got the Bloodfin obviously, so I've got the soft goods version of the figure, and I kind of just assumed that I wouldn't want to get the single pack release, but it is such a marked improvement over that original, even with the sort of soft plastic robes. I feel like it might have to happen. I feel like I might have to go out and get it. But once again, no Jekki, no Captain Enoch twin pack. We did manage to find the new Shin, and since it's reduced, I'll probably poke someone and say, hey, I want that robe. But no sign of Balin, and no sign of really anything besides what we found in that GameStop. So with all that said and done, let me pass this subject off to you. What does distribution look like in your area right now? Is there a particular figure that's going on your Christmas list? How hopeful are you to get it? That kind of fun stuff. Just poke me with a stick and let me know what you're doing in your area. I always enjoy hearing from people. Our last video kind of blew up unexpectedly, so if you are a new viewer to the channel and you came from that video, hi, welcome to my corner of the internet. Get comfy, we're talking about toys. In the meantime, however, I've been Grand Moff Tony. That was the final toy hunt of the year. You may subscribe when ready.